Woke up slow, windows wide, coffee's warm, light feels right. Just one text made me smile. Ain't love, just your style. Don't need much.
Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a little bit of beauty maintenance, and I'm going to show you how I get the perfect hairline by waxing off my baby hairs. Now, I do this maybe once every 3 months. I did go for about 8 months one time and I didn't wax my baby hairs because I was liking the look of them and I let them grow out. That was a mistake because it was really painful when I waxed them off that time. So if your baby hairs are grown out a little bit more, I would say to trim them a little bit before you wax them. Otherwise, it will be uncomfortable. This time was super easy breezy, and I highly recommend doing it probably about every 2 months. Let your baby hairs grow out a little bit and then wax them off, and it will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let's hop into it. Okay friends, so first I'm going to show you the products that I'm using. Please excuse my horribly disgusting looking wax warmer. First, you're going to see me start off by prepping the skin with this pre-wax cleanser. This is going to help remove any makeup, oils, or lotion that are on the skin and really help that wax adhere. To start off, you're going to see me using the larger wax stick, and I'm just showing you right now the consistency that you want your wax. You want it to where it will drip a little bit, but you want it to really be able to stay on the actual wax stick. You can twirl it and see that the consistency is where it's not dripping off when you twirl it. So that's the consistency you want. This post-wax calming oil is what we are going to use to help soothe the skin after the waxing. Okay, so let's hop into the actual waxing portion. So what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of showing you the areas that I want to wax off, and I'm showing you kind of the baby hairs that I don't really like and I'm trying to get rid of. So first we are going to start with that pre-wax cleanser, and we are going to prep the skin and remove any makeup, oils, or lotion that are on the skin. Now, I filmed this on a day that I didn't wear makeup, so there really wasn't anything to remove, but again, we want to make sure that we are getting everything up. And look at that, I didn't wear any makeup today, but there was still stuff on my face. So always make sure that you use a pre-wax cleanser. That's going to make sure that your skin is prepped and ready for the wax. I am using hard wax. This is from the brand called CeraPill, and you can buy it on Amazon. You can use other hard waxes. I recommend using a hard wax over a soft wax for facial waxing. I believe personally that it is less room for error, especially if you are a beginner. I feel like hard wax is a lot more beginner friendly. So if this is your first time doing facial waxing, highly recommend using hard wax. Okay, so now I'm going to lay down the wax. You're going to load up your stick to where you have a little bit of wax on your stick, but not too much, because if you use too much wax on your stick, it's going to drip off and it's going to get on your bathroom counter. It's going to make a mess. It's going to be hard to get up. Ask me how I know. Okay, so once we have our wax laid down, we are just going to press and make sure that it is set. What you're going to do is you're going to hold your skin taut and you are going to remove the wax in the opposite direction of the hair growth. That is really important to make sure that you're getting all of the hair up. Now, if you are not satisfied or you didn't get all of the hairs up, no worries, you can always go back over it. This is not like soft wax where you don't want to go over the same area twice. With hard wax, you can go over it again and you won't have any issues like with soft wax. With soft wax, if you go over an area too many times, it can lead to lifting of your skin, and it's just much more difficult if you use soft wax. So again, I am using hard wax. I highly recommend you use hard wax if you are a beginner. And even if you're not a beginner, I still recommend using hard wax because it's just the best for facial waxing, in my opinion. All right, so we are going to be moving on to the other side. I'm going to show you again. We are going to load up the wax stick where we have just the right amount on the stick, and we are going to lay that down, and you are going to try to build a little bit of a lip. I didn't show you here, But what you want to do is you want to scoop the wax stick. How am I want to say this? You want to scoop it at the bottom so that it creates kind of a lip, and that will make it a lot easier for you to actually grab the end of the wax so that you can pull it in the opposite direction. Do you see how much hair came up on that side? So sometimes you will get these little stringy things from the wax, and those are just kind of annoying because that's why you see me like trying to get that out of my face and out of the way. Now I'm just kind of inspecting and looking at where I need to lay my wax down again to make sure that I have a nice clean hairline. So there's a couple of areas that I wanted to do a little touch up with, and that is right here. And then on the other side, I think it's called the Cupid's bow, the area that's right above that pimple that you can see. I think that's called, no, that's not called the Cupid's bow. What is that called? I don't know, but anyways, that middle area, I used to actually wax that off so it was completely like a circle, but then I decided that was just making me look like I had a receding hairline, and I was like, let's not do that anymore, Terry. So I stopped doing that, and I let that front part area grow out so that I didn't look like I had a receding hairline. Isn't it so funny how we do things and then later realize maybe that wasn't the best idea? So yeah. Anyways, so here I am again inspecting different areas in my hairline to make sure that each side matches and that I am pulling all of the baby hairs and my sideburn area, I guess you could say, to make sure that all of the hair is pulled up and it looks nice and clean. So I am very happy with the results here, and we are going to be moving on because I got overzealous and I was like, you know what? I'm waxing my baby hairs. Let me go ahead and do full facial waxing. So we are hopping into it, friends. We are just going to go ahead and do a full on facial waxing here with this beauty maintenance, and you're going to do basically the same thing. You're going to make sure that you are using your pre-wax cleanser on any area that you are going to lay down your wax, again, to remove any makeup, oils, or lotion on the skin to prep your skin for that wax. Then you're going to lay down your wax and you are going to pull off, but you're going to make sure that you're holding your skin taut. Now, when you do your upper lip, you are going to lay down the wax in one direction, and then once you pull that off, you're going to lay it down in the opposite direction. This is going to make sure that you get all of the hairs in your upper lip area, especially on the corners. Now, is it uncomfortable? Yes, 110%. Waxing your upper lip is wildly uncomfortable because you have a lot of vellus hairs there. And same with your chin. I don't know about you, but as I have aged, I'm 40 now, and I get these random chin hairs that grow. I don't know what it's about. Maybe it's like when men get the hair in their ears. Maybe women just get it on their chin. I don't know. But I have hairs there that I need to wax, so I am doing that now. Now, when you're laying down your wax, you want to put like medium pressure because you do want to make sure, again, that the wax adheres to the hair. And you're going to see me here building that lip on the right side. Even though I'm not going to pull from that side, I wanted to show you guys how you build a lip. And that's how you do it, is you twirl the end of your wax stick, and then it creates that lip on one side. Okay, so now we are going to wax the rest of my face, basically just my like cheek area. If you do this, it actually helps your foundation lay down so nicely and so smoothly. Your skin will feel so super duper soft. You are going to absolutely love the results, and you're going to be addicted to facial waxing. So I'm just going to warn you now. This can get addicting, and you're going to want to do this every 4 weeks, like I said. So every 2 to 3 months, you are going to want to do this. You're going to look forward to this day once you see how smoothly your foundation goes on after you have waxed your facial hair off. Now, Again, I'm trying to show you here that a lot of vellus hairs came up, which are those really fine hairs that you can't really tell unless you're like in the sunlight. So all of those little baby vellus hairs came off, and that's what is on your face. Okay, so I am just going to continue waxing my cheek area and making sure that I get all of those baby vellus hairs up. Now, it is okay to lay down 2 strips at once, because when you're laying down the second strip, like I'm showing you here, the first one is setting. So now you see that that one's set. You're going to hold your skin taut, and you are going to remove the wax in the opposite direction of the hair growth. That is important to make sure that you get all of the hair up. So again, you are going to make sure that you're holding your skin taut and removing the wax in the opposite direction. Now I'm going to be applying the calming oil. This has a little bit of lavender in it, I believe, because it smelled like lavender, and that's okay because that is calming to the skin. So it's not going to, if you have sensitive skin, I would probably skip this step actually, because the essential oil might affect your skin if you have sensitive skin. I don't have sensitive skin, so it was no problem for me. So that is how I wax my full face when I am doing a beauty maintenance day. So here is the result with my ring light. As you can see, my hairline looks perfect. I absolutely love it. My cheeks are still red, but that's okay. That will go away. And that is going to do it for today's video, friends. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.